Hello everyone, this is Richard with Richard Runs Trails. This is my Thanksgiving special. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. Wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. I'm out at the Oaks at San Gabriel. It's another subdivision, not too far from where I live, but they have 7 miles of trails and I've never been out here. So let's check some of them out. Let's go. Got a lot of nice displays out here. Oh. A little bit about my training. My training's been going well. Last 2 weeks, been running quite a bit. My times are coming down. Been doing a lot of strength training, cross training, rucking, a lot of biking. More like road cycling mostly. I go out anywhere from 20 to 50 miles on the bike. And I've been using my Rogue Echo bike, which is really a brutal piece of equipment. I do 1 mile intervals, and it simulates about 16 miles an hour on the bike, but you're using your arms and your legs, and there's only one setting. And you know, this Rogue Echo bike's designed for CrossFit competitions, and they only usually ride it for about 1 minute or 25 calories. Usually 1 mile is about 60 calories, and I do 5 to 6 intervals. It's pretty intense. The nice thing is I can do it in my garage, so I've been doing that. But my average training miles used to be 11 to 11.5 minutes per mile, just taking it easy. But now I typically run 10:15 to 11. Let's come down at least 30 seconds a mile. I am about 12 days out from Brazos Bend 100 in Needville, Texas. It's down near Houston. It's about 30 miles from Houston, at gator infested park on the Brazos River. This time of year is pretty cold. Going to be pretty cold though, especially at night. So the gators stay in the water, under the water actually. So probably won't see any. Speaking of water, this San Gabriel River, the north tributary. Kind of nice. Looks like a nice place to go fishing. Keep going. I was told to turn right, but looks like right. The dead end. Let's go up here. Anyways, feeling good for Brazos Bend. I may even do a Brazos Bend special, recon special. Thought about going out there this week, but it might be this weekend or early next week. It's about a 3-hour drive, but I'd like to go out there and do 1 loop, which is about 20 miles. Well, it's exactly 20 miles, I think. Learn the course, and I really want to get a feel for the terrain. I heard it's very flat and you can use road shoes, which I'm probably going to do. so I'll be able to check it out. Today I'm using Ultra Temp 2s and Injinji Ultra Trail, which is the thickest sock, hard sock to buy anymore. They typically just sell the trail and the road, but I like them. It's hard to buy these days. Anyways, if I can use a road shoe at Brazos Bend, more than likely I'll be using my Mach 4s. That's my go-to shoe. I just bought a new pair. It should arrive soon. Look at this. This is nice. Some stair action. Looks like something you see in Hong Kong. If you ever go to Hong Kong, on South China, Hong Kong mountains, that's all it is stairs and stairs and stairs. Beautiful place to run though. I'm gonna kick your ass. Anyways, speaking of shoes, I got 3 new rides that are gonna arrive this week. Like I said, I got new Mach 4s, Hoka Mach 4s. Which way should we go? I said go right. We'll try this one out. Hoka Mach 4s. They got typically they just have black and white and a kind of a white and pink. I hate white shoes because they get dirty. So got a couple pair of Mach 4s there, black and white, but they just came out in a new color. It's kind of a light blue, and then the EVA, the rubber part of the shoe, is a green. So I bought those. I always try to buy a different color, as I mentioned before. That way I always know which one is my newest pair, because if you're buying the same color all the time, after they get worn down, it's hard to tell which ones are the ones with the fewest miles, even if you're using Strava to manage your shoes, which I do. So I try to always get a new color. But the trail's very runnable at Brazos Bend. In regards to running road shoes, I'll be using those. And I got 2 new ones that I've never bought before. Actually, brand that I've never tried before. I bought 2 new Saucony shoes. Everyone talks so highly of them. I bought the Endurance Speed 2 and Endurance Pro, the older version. You're probably thinking, Richard, why are you buying so many road shoes? You're a trail runner. Well, most of the time I use road shoes on the trails, because the trails near my house, like this one's exactly like the trails near my house. Small pea gravel, fairly smooth. It's better for road shoes. When I race, I always use trail shoes, Ultra. But usually when I train, I use Hoka. I think it also helps me prevent injury, because Ultras are very flat. Hoka's got a big drop. So my feet are always getting banged up with a different kind of shoe. It's got a little exercise equipment as you go on this trail. Pretty interesting. But anyways, Saucony Endurance Speed 2 and Saucony Endurance Pro. You're probably thinking, what's the difference? There is a small difference. They look like the same shoe, but the Saucony Speed 2 was actually the newer version. I got them 20% off at REI with a discount they had. So I got them for about $130, which is a really good price for the number 2 version. Endurance Speed is a thicker EVA, and it's got a nylon plate, not a carbon plate. But so it's kind of a introduction model to the Pro. You get used to having a plate. So you got a nylon plate, which is still got some spunk to it, but it's got thicker EVA, so it's more of a training shoe, or more so than the Pro. The Saucony Endurance Pro, a little bit thinner EVA, but it's got a carbon plate. It's the big dog. So if I run a 5K or 10K or training, doing speed work, I'm definitely going to be wearing the Endurance Pros. It's supposed to have a lot of spring to it. Or if I race a marathon. Kind of funny, I'm at this point in my running where I think a marathon's a short distance. But I wouldn't have bought. Look at this. It's a nice piece of equipment. And it looks like something's been using it, but not people. It's really a great idea, but bad design out here because we got so many deer out here and birds. They rip at the treads. It looks like that's what they're doing because this subdivision is not very old. Anyways, the only reason I bought the Endurance Pro, one heck of a price. It's the older version, but there's not much difference between the Endurance Pro and Endurance Speed older version and the number 2. Just some improvements. So for the Speed, I bought the number 2 because I had an REI discount. For the Pro, I bought from Running Warehouse. They had it on sale for $99. It's a $200 shoe. But I get the Laredo D discount, which anybody can get. You just apply for it, and then a nice creek. You just apply for the Laredo D discount, and you get another 10%. And so I got a discount on my Endurance Pro, so I ended up paying like I think $84 for a $200 shoe. My first carbon plate shoe. So pretty excited about it. All right, I stopped the video for a little bit because I finished the same loop. I've gone back to the junction and we're going to take it a different direction. Here on the bridge, seeing a little stream. It's not a man-made stream either, which a lot of times we get in this area. Very nice. But I'm at those same stairs again we saw earlier. So we're going to trot up these things and then we're going to take the trail to the left. We took the right section, which they call the North Fork. We're coming off the what they call the river trail. Not much of a river, it's more of a creek. We can take the trail this way, see where it goes. But anyways, I got my 3 shoes coming in. Mach 4s, Saucony Endorphin Speed 2, and Endorphin Pro. Some more exercise equipment. Not sure what that's for. Maybe parkour for kids. We got nice carvings out here. A raccoon there. Pretty nice. It's a nice subdivision. I don't live here, but I live down the road. But in this subdivision, houses start at $500,000, which is expensive for Texas. Houses like these in California would cost $2 million. That's why they're all moving out here. There we go. Hey buddy, we got an eagle here. That's a nice carving. Okay, maybe this is the left and right he was talking about earlier. North Fork loop here. This one. Let's go up this way. He said the loops are connected, but when I ran the other section, I got back to my starting spot. That's why I cut the video. Let's see what this goes. Nice uphill section. Some nice trails. I'm gonna come out here more often. Been finding a lot of new trails. Give some variety to my mind and also to my training. The trails in my house are really nice. We got about 6 miles of trails, but they're fairly flat. Now, the roads near my house, there's a lot of hills, and I run those sometimes. Some really steep hills. My subdivision is so hilly that it's easier to run than to bike. That's how hilly it is. Anyways, these are nice trails. But I'm looking forward to Brazos Bend. Like I said, it's about 10 days, less than 2 weeks away. Only thing is, hard to get a camping spot down there. Not real sure what I'm gonna do yet. I usually drive out before the race starts, but most of the races I go to 2 hours to the race. I'm trying to figure that out. I get up at 5 every day no matter what, but if I get up at 2, I can be there by 5 instead of having to rent a hotel or camp. Oak Glade Trail, points half a mile. I'll check it out. So, not sure. I like to take my cot tent out down there, but according to the state park website, there's no spots. They're not very flexible. It's pretty close to the city of Houston, so they're pretty strict. So, not sure if I'll drive out there before the race. Just sleep early, drive out there and race, and then nap in my car and then come back. That's what I usually do. But this one's a little bit further than normal. How's your training going? Let me know in the comments. If you got any big races coming up, let me know. If you're planning on being out at Brazos Bend, let me know. I'll have my, not wearing it today, I have my you can't really see, I got it spun around, but I've got my one of my Chaos Trails hats on. Never worn before. A race they have out in Marble Falls, 50K Trivenium. Very difficult race on the roads. It's a road marathon, rolled ultra. It used to be called Hill Country Marathon, and people say it's the toughest marathon in Texas. It's all hills. Well, of course, being stupid like I am sometimes, I signed up for 50K, not the marathon. So I ran 6 miles further. Well, I finished it, but I won't do that again. It can be kind of cold too. It's in November. Actually, it just passed, but I did it last year, or 2 years ago. Not very recently, but I remember it pretty clearly. So I got Brazos Bend, then I got Bandera 100K beginning of January. If you're gonna do that one, let me know. That's a golden ticket race for Western States. A lot of people come out. That's kind of a regular race I do. Doesn't make more sense for me because I have 100 before it and after it pretty close, but I like to do it every year. It's the one race I do every year. It's not far, 2-hour drive. Bandera is in Texas Hill Country, close to where I grew up, and I just like to do it. I've done it the last 5 years. It was my first 100K. Not my first ultra, but my first couple ultras were 50Ks. Those were in California. But my first 100K was at Bandera. And it's a real big event. Hoka sponsored. You get UTMB points. It's a Western State qualifier. Of course, you gotta run it under 16 hours, which I never have done. I've gotten pretty close, 17. But I just don't have the speed to make 100K a qualifier for Western States, which is okay because I qualify with a 100-mile distance. I can meet the 30-hour cutoffs, no problem. I've already qualified for Western States next year. I'm in the lottery with 4 tickets. So at Brazos Bend, if I finish, which I should, unless something goes wrong, I'll be qualified for 2023. So I'd like to run under 16 hours, but I would need to improve my time by 1 hour, and I ran pretty hard last year. I'm gonna try, let's see. But I like to just have fun, which is the case in all my races. Time is secondary. I don't want to get hurt because I race a lot. And I've got Run Love It, which is like a Hard Rock of Arkansas. It's masters level ultra with a lot of elevation, coming up into February. But if you're doing Bandera or Run Love It, let me know in the comments. I'd really like to meet up with you. You'll be able to see me at Brazos Bend or Bandera. I'll be wearing my Jim Walmsley white bucket hat. Not white, black bucket hat. So, see somebody with a black Nike bucket hat, it's probably me, because I'm not seeing anybody else wear that one. But nice trails. This one's a pretty easy trail to run. It's not pea gravel, it's dirt. A little more rocky than the other one. This trail would not be a really good one for road shoes. Pea gravel is better because there's some large rocks embedded in the trail. You hit one of the road shoe, you're gonna tear up your shoes, or you're gonna bruise the bottom of your foot. Sometimes you can't see the rocks because of the leaves. Well, in pea gravel, it's no problem. Well, it was a 0.6 mile on a loop. Well, I'm going back the other way. Well, anyways, I'd like to wish everyone, like I said, happy Thanksgiving. Stay tuned for some more videos coming up in the next few days. I may do a Brazos Bend recon run. Wish everyone a great week. Enjoy your run. Take care. Bye-bye.